Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm Chris from iLather.com, and today we're going to use RazoRock Essential Oil of Lavender. Nice mellow shave today. And the scent strength on this is about a 4.5, just a little under medium, but nice lavender scent. The RazoRock soaps are generally quite affordable, and they work very well for me. I've never claimed that they are at the top of the they're on the top rung of quality, because there are some soaps that are better in quality, and maybe give you a little better lather, a little better post. But on a value basis, these are very, very good, and I enjoy using them just along with everything else. I'm also going to use the RazoRock Big Bruce and the Wolfman today. So let's wet the face and get going. Stay tuned. All right, so let's see how we do today with our RazoRock Essential Oil of Lime. And that quality comment, I say that because I get accused of being a fanboy of RazoRock. And first, let me explain my definition of fanboy. Fanboyism is an irrational love of something to the point where you can't disagree. Everything someone does is perfect. And so, while I like RazoRock a lot, and I like Joe from RazoRock, there are things that I don't like that RazoRock puts out at times, that I don't buy them. So a fanboy is like on board with everything. Every single thing that comes out is the greatest. That's not the case, because RazoRock puts out some things that I don't care for. But they also put out a lot of things that I like, and I really like their commitment to value. Like I said at the beginning of this video, there are a lot of people, I don't know how many, but some who like, oh, RazoRock soaps aren't that great in quality. I think they're just fine. Now, if you compared it to maybe Cold River or something, I'm going to say Cold River's a better soap quality. Probably gives a better post. Maybe the lather's a little, more dense or what have you. But I think you're going to see here that this RazoRock soap does just fine for me. And it's considerably less expensive than, say, Cold River. So on a value basis, it's a really good value. And I've never had any problem with RazoRock soaps in terms of lathering or providing, enough slickness or anything like that. So definitely good product and very, very good on value. There's very few people that are committed to value in the way that RazoRock is. And I like that, because not everyone in this hobby can afford these top of the line products. And, I think this is a hobby that should be available and accessible for everyone. And these soaps like RazoRock makes it within reach for people, so they don't have to just have one or two soaps. They can buy a handful for the same price that they could pay in some cases for one soap. He's had soaps as inexpensive as $2.99, and they work just great. So, what's not to like about that? But that said, fanboy is a little strong, because again, I don't agree with everything Joe does, and I don't like every product he comes out with. I'm a fan of RazoRock, but I'm not a fanboy, and I'll continue to be a fan of RazoRock. But it doesn't mean I'm going to like every product that he puts out and claim it's the greatest thing ever, because I don't. But I tell you what, I do like a lot of these products, and they work well. Just like that first pass was outstanding. Stay tuned, we'll come back for pass 2. All right, and here we go, pass 2. I mean, I have to admit, I'm a fan of not having to spend a lot of money for shave gear, because I've spent a ton. And so RazoRock makes it possible for me to get products at times and not spend very much. And I am a big fan of that. But fanboy, like I said, is it's a little strong. And again, in my view, that's irrational, love of something. Like when you just say, for example, I love iPhone, but I don't just say iPhone is the greatest and everyone who uses Samsung or Android, they suck. I've used Android, I prefer iPhone, but I'm not a fanboy. I realize iPhone, there are some limitations and there are some advantages that Android has. That's how you know the difference between a fanboy and just a fan. Is a fan will know that there are limitations and will respect the competition. So if I applied that to, say, RazoRock, some years back, there was a little flap between Sterling and RazoRock. And if I were a fanboy, I would have never tried Sterling. You know, I would have completely shut the door on them and went, you know, I'm never going to try them, because they were on opposite sides of that, you know. But now, you know, that's past. However, I like both of them a lot, and I'm a fan of Sterling too. A fanboy could never be a fan of two things that are sworn on opposite sides or had squabble. So there's your example. So anyway, enough explaining about that, but I just wanted to clear that up, because that accusation does float around, and I'll clear it up. But I'll be the first one to tell you I'm a big fan of these products, and as you can see here, it's working beautifully for this shave, and that's why I'm a fan. It's because I didn't spend a lot. The brush is great, and the soap is doing an excellent job. Now, I didn't claim that this RazoRock was as great as Martin de Condre Original, which is also lavender. I don't make those claims. That's what a fanboy would do. So anyway, but I must say, it is doing a nice job, and I'm enjoying it. Stay tuned. We'll come back for pass 3. All right, and here we go for pass 3, and this has been a beautiful shave. The weather today outside is, again, it's not raining at the moment, but it's supposed to rain a big portion of the day, so maybe I'll do some more videos since I'll have to be inside. Yesterday I did a video on carts. You may want to check that one out if you're curious about how I feel about cart razors. Check it out. And I think I'm going to do a video on, let's see, what was I thinking about doing? One on shipping prices, the escalating prices of shipping. And I'm going to do a demonstration for you to show you how many soaps I can get in a flat rate envelope, which is about $6.80, I think, and even cheaper if you go through like PayPal or something to ship it. So I want to show you guys what you can do with these flat rate envelopes so you can get an idea of what you're being charged for shipping. Again, I'm not here to worship artisans. I respect what they do. I really appreciate what they do. Some of them are my friends, but I feel like we've gotten so far into the being starstruck that we forget that we're paying for these products. And that's something that I want to touch on, because there's so many times that, you know, people are like, oh, the artisans, they just, you know, it's like they've already made them saints. And can we slow down a little bit on that, please? I mean, they are making money. We are buying this stuff. It's not being given to us. And people are acting like it's a charity where, you know, these artisans are just, you know, providing these products to the community gratis. And that's not the case, you know. Now, every now and then, an artisan will send me something to try. Why do you think they do that? For promotion. It's not, you know, it's, let's be honest. And I don't want to get too much in the subject of the video, but keep in mind, folks, this here is a promotion, not deliberately, but it's sort of a indirect promotion, because I'm using this Wolfman razor, and I'm using the Big Bruise, and I'm using the RazoRock. A lot of sales are generated from your shave of the days, from your commentary in these groups. So artisans, in terms of advertising, have it pretty easy, because there are a lot of us who do their advertising for them indirectly. That's not mentioned a lot. And so I think we need to have a balance. And some people aren't going to like, you know, the commentary there. But we need to rein it back in a little bit with the worship. I really appreciate what they do. No one appreciates them more than me. No one has promoted them more than me in the last few years. However, I'm paying for this stuff. So you're paying for this stuff. And we, in turn, are putting up this stuff all over the internet, and they're gaining from it. So when we talk about how much they do for us, and they really lend us their ear and allow us to give input, which is much different than any other business. At the same time, we're paying for this stuff. And we're also giving back by promoting their products indirectly, the word of mouth and all of the other things we do. I'll do a video about that and the shipping and roll it in and trade show. And I got some things on my mind to get across to you. Because again, I'm not here just to worship artisans. I'm here to tell you all the way I feel. and let you know where I think things stand and give you the truth as I know it. So if you're interested in that, you're going to want to check that video out. Okay, let's rinse the face. That was an excellent shave. We'll come back to the post. Stay tuned. All right, and in comes the magic made by Witches, Thayer's Witch Hazel. And again, that's an indirect promotion. I don't gain anything from Thayer's. I just like this, and so I talk about it. And it benefits Thayer's because a lot of people email me and they'll pick it up. And like, you know, I heard you talk about it so much. I wanted to try it myself, and it's great stuff. And so when I like something, I'm going to talk about it, and I've talked about this a lot because it's great, and that's just the way I feel about it. Okay, let's get to the gear review before we get on the aftershave. RazoRock Essential Oil of Lavender is a nice, it's a nice lavender soap. It's not at the top of the heap in terms of scent nor quality, not at the top. It's a, you know, mid-grade probably in quality, and scent, you know, probably mid-grade as well. It's not as good for my, like Katie's Bubbles, Menage a Lavender or something like that, because those are my favorites, but this one is quite good, and it's cheaper than those other ones. So it's one that I'll keep because I do like it. RazoRock Big Bruce. Now here's an example of exceptional value because this thing is, I think it was 12 bucks or something, and it is fantastic. It is just about as good as any other brush that I own, and I paid very little for it. This is why I'm a fan of RazoRock, that right there. And of course we used the Wolfman, which is not inexpensive, but it is great. All right, let's get to the aftershave, and this is fine. The lavender, and again, I've mentioned this before when I used this. The old lavender that I actually put up in the Cyber fundraiser because you couldn't get it at the time was better than this one in my opinion. Scent-wise, it was beautiful. This one is very good, but it's not, in my opinion, as good as the old one. I wish we could get the old one back because it was fantastic. It was the best lavender aftershave that I've ever smelled. Absolutely superb. This one is just good, but it is quite good. I just missed the old one because it was fantastic. All right, and there we have it for this shave. We'll wrap this one up, then we'll move on to the head shave. I want to thank everybody for watching, and until next time, let's help make the entire world shave great once again.